feasting on planets since 1966. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 characters Galactus has destroyed. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the World Eater's most memorable demolition jobs in the comics. Please note, spoilers will be included for the mentioned storylines. Number 10. Fantastic Four. Destroying does not always require physically reducing an enemy to mush. In fact, Galactus is so overwhelmingly dominant, perceiving the character's power is frequently enough to demoralize most opponents. The coming of Galactus introduces the Devourer of Worlds as a force beyond the Fantastic Four's comprehension, and the cosmic entity basically swats away the Human Torch and the Thing like flies. Marvel's heroic family has never seemed so tiny as when going up against the mighty Galactus, as the villain prepares to turn Earth into supper. Thankfully, the Silver Surfer intervened, saving the day. Galactus made the Fantastic Four look rather ordinary. Number 9. Silver Surfer. Heralds of Galactus are people appointed to guide the Devourer of Worlds to a consumable planet, with the most well-known representative being the Silver Surfer. Compared to just about anyone else, the Silver Surfer is incredibly powerful and ranks among Marvel's strongest characters thanks to the power cosmic given to him by Galactus. Yet, when up against his master, the Herald is rendered impotent. Stan Lee's Parable sees humanity adopting Galactus as a deity, a fact that becomes hard to dispute once the Lifebringer captures the Silver Surfer like an insect. The power discrepancy is further cemented by the Silver Surfer immediately accepting death once caught in Galactus' palm. Fortunately, Galactus decides to let the Surfer go once he realizes the Earthlings no longer worshipped him. Number 8. The Annihilation Wave. Despite typically showing up to eat a planet, Galactus is too grand of a being to be defined by restrictive concepts like good or evil. As Galactus represents power, other villains occasionally try to manipulate the Devourer of Worlds. Annihilation centers around Annihilus capturing and adopting Galactus as a weapon to aid an army in eliminating all life in the universe. But things quickly head south once the captive breaks free. Angered by the humiliation, Galactus unleashes a blast that wipes out multiple stars along with Annihilus's army, and the character still has enough energy left over to teleport a few innocents to a remote planet for safekeeping. Number 7. Odin. As Thor's father and the ruler of Asgard, Odin is a force to be reckoned with, and tends to be considered as Galactus' equal. While Thor takes on the Silver Surfer in quite an even battle, Odin and Galactus trade blows right above Earth, culminating in the Asgardian using his own skull to go for the Devourer's head. Headbutts are often bad news for both parties, but it is particularly embarrassing when the executioner winds up worse off than the target. After plummeting to Earth, Odin goes to sleep, while Galactus is mostly just annoyed by the situation. Number 6. The Elders of the Universe. If there is one thing stupider than trying to kill Galactus, it is trying and failing to kill Galactus. The Elders of the Universe learned this the hard way. Nearly as old as the Lifebringer, 5 Elders joined forces to eliminate Galactus and reset the universe with a group of villains assuming far more prominent cosmic roles. The plan fails, and Galactus reprimands the Elders in a way fitting of the Devourer of Worlds. While the assassination ploy backfires spectacularly, the Elders do succeed in giving Galactus a mild case of indigestion. It's the little victories that matter. Number 5. Mad Celestials. Celestials date back to the first solitary universe and are humanoid cosmic entities directly tied to humanity's evolution. Hailing from a different dimension, Mad Celestials believe themselves to be gods, and attempt to assume control of the entire multiverse. 4 of these self-appointed deities face off against Galactus, who quickly proves these Mad Celestials are definitely mortal. Despite the numerical advantage, the Mad Celestials struggle to put up much of a fight against Galactus, although the tide of battle begins to turn once the humanoids combine into one giant Celestial. Number 4. Ultron. While the robot may come across as too little of a threat in the MCU, at the very least, Ultron fares better against the Avengers than Galactus. Secret Wars opens with a slew of heroes and antagonists being sent to a strange planet to compete in an all-out war. Unsurprisingly, the villains quickly begin to bicker. Known for being somewhat of a hothead, Ultron takes on Marvel's Rogue Gallery before obviously challenging Galactus, who has been mainly ignoring everyone. The fight is so one-sided, may as well be a comedy routine. Number 3. Spinks. Due to being endowed with such immeasurable strength, Galactus seldom approaches a fight seriously, as few opponents merit the effort. An Egyptian mutant granted immense power and immortality by a magical stone, the Sphinx earned the dubious honor of requiring Galactus to not hold back. While the Sphinx is far from a slouch, Galactus literally renders the being powerless before sentencing the mutant to an eternity of torment. The Sphinx irritates Galactus so much, the World Eater opts to bend time to ensure the villain suffers as slowly as possible. Number 2. Cyborg Superman. Remember when Superman temporarily served as a herald to Galactus? The 90s were a weird decade for comics. Born through a space shuttle accident, much in the same way as the Fantastic Four, Cyborg Superman tricks the Man of Steel into believing Galactus destroyed Krypton, prompting Clark to open a doorway to Marvel's universe. Long story short, the truth is revealed and Cyborg Superman offers to become Galactus' representative in exchange for power. Unsurprisingly, Galactus does not appreciate being used as a pawn, and rejects Cyborg Superman's job application before giving the villain a quick makeover. Number 1. Thanos. Unless armed with the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is a step below Marvel's most powerful beings. In a rather peculiar storyline involving a fourth wall-breaking antagonist known as the Hunger, Thanos performs the role of the universe's savior charged with stopping Galactus from committing a huge mistake. Towards this end, Thanos desperately attempts to kill the World Eater, but the Mad Titan's typically deadly energy blast only destroys Galactus' helmet and patience. The remainder of the battle makes the Hulk and Loki fight from the Avengers seem closely contested in comparison. In the presence of Galactus, even Thanos is little more than an ant. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.